major changes have taken place in Thousand Oaks. Changes, I might add, which have affected and enhanced every aspect of life in the Conejo Valley.
We feel that we have created an edifice here that is second only to none, that needs into the next century.
Today, the groundbreaking took place for the Senior Center. This afternoon, we're pleased to break ground for the new Teen Center for the city of Thousand Oaks.
This Civic Arts Plaza is the result of efforts of people in this community to have a place for the arts, to show what they are, to watch what they are, and to listen to what they are.
It's exciting to be here and to see how people are reacting to this facility. And I think it's going to become a favorite place for them for decades to come. I love it. It's great.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the 50th anniversary of the city of Thousand Oaks. Ladies and gentlemen, the city is not just buildings, it's not just roads, and in the case of Thousand Oaks, it's not just thousands of acres of open space, beautiful parks, a wonderful Civic Arts Plaza with 2 great theaters. A city is really about the people that live in it and the people that have lived in it all these years. So to you, the citizens of Thousand Oaks, you are the most engaged, charitable, giving, thoughtful people that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. So I'd like to make this toast to you, to the citizens of Thousand Oaks, and to this great city that we all love and live in. Here's to Thousand Oaks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Arndt. I am the chair of the Time Capsule Committee for the City of Thousand Oaks, the Citizens Time Capsule Committee. And it's my pleasure to welcome you all here this evening. At this time, I'd like to introduce a number of the people on the stage. First of all, I would like the members of the City Council and the Mayor Pro Tem to please come out on stage. Mayor Pro Tem Al Adam, Council members Jackie Irwin, Joel Price, and Claudia Bill de la Peña. I would also like the members of the Roots of Our Lives Citizens Time Capsule Committee to please rise and accept our thanks for their work on this time capsule project. The Time Capsule Committee. And now it is my pleasure to invite to the podium Thousand Oaks Council member and Roots of Our Lives Time Capsule Committee member, Claudia Bill de la Peña.
This is such a special moment in everyone's lives and history in Thousand Oaks. In 1960, there were just under 3,000 people living in an area that would soon become the city of Thousand Oaks. By 1970, the population jumped to almost 36,000. And before 1964, decisions that impacted our growing community were being made at the Ventura County Board of Supervisors level. So, with the goal of establishing more local control, a group of civic-minded residents, business owners, and public officials began a drive in 1964 to create the city of Thousand Oaks. They were successful, and exactly 50 years ago today, the city was incorporated. Quite a few of you here tonight lived here in 1964 and before 1964. In fact, you may even have voted in the incorporation election. We would like to thank all of you for helping to initiate this wonderful city, care for its welfare, and for your continued residence here in Thousand Oaks. So, on this 50th anniversary celebration, we would like to acknowledge you, the first residents of Thousand Oaks. Would all the first residents of this fine city please stand if you are able? I'm getting goosebumps. So much history in the city of Thousand Oaks here, in this room tonight, and we get to share in this very special moment. Thank you for everything that you have done to help our city become what it is today. All right, and now I would like to introduce to you the Mayor Pro Tem of the city of Thousand Oaks, none other than the wonderful Albert Adam.
Thank you, Claudia. You can call me Al if you'd like. I would be quite all right. Good evening, everyone. I must tell you, Mayor Fox was not able to be here this evening. He had an illness in the family, but I know he would love to see all of you, and I know you send him your best wishes. So here we are on a 50th anniversary, and boy, the city has certainly changed in the last 50 years. But we were a big attraction well before our 50th year of incorporation. Back in the 30s and 40s, we are sitting on the spot that now was called Jungle Land, the Wild Animal Park. And I had the very unique opportunity recently of standing on the very road that led into Thousand Oaks long before the freeway was ever built. It's covered with weeds now, and you hardly even know it was there. And it's just a little section of road. It's near Liberty Canyon, and it runs parallel to the freeway. And I looked down, and there was a marker on the road saying who built it. And it also said, built in 1930. 1930, people were coming to Thousand Oaks. I can just imagine the Model Ts that were chugging up that road to go to the Wild Animal Park and see Leo, the MGM lion. But now we have an 8-lane freeway with 200,000 people passing every day, and we all come to the beautiful Civic Arts Plaza and the Cavalier and Shear Forum Theater. So welcome to you all for that. We've had a lot of celebrations here in the city. Did y'all like the parade? Yeah? Wasn't that good? Yeah. Yeah, I hope we can do that again. That was great seeing everybody. They say we had about 20,000 people show up, a lot of community groups, and I hope that's something that we can do in the future. This city has seen some incredible development over the last 50 years. As Claudia mentioned, we started with just a few thousand people, settlers like the Newberrys and the Janses, and here we are with 130,000 people. We started with two traffic signals on one road, and now we have a little more traffic than that, but we're working on that. But despite all this growth that we've had, we've still managed, I think, to maintain our semi-rural outlook. We've maintained our open space. We have 16,000 acres of open space and a ring of green around the city, and I think that's a major accomplishment. Thank you. Also, thanks to the Ventura County Police Department and Fire Department, I know you all know this, we are the safest city to live in California and one of the safest cities here in the United States. Yeah. And we have one of the greatest school districts in the United States right here in Thousand Oaks as well. Don't we? Yeah. I have 2 girls going to Westlake High School, and they love it, and they're being well prepared, and I can't thank you enough, school board members and teachers here in the audience. What are we without our kids, right? Also, culture has played a very important part here in Thousand Oaks. I want to acknowledge the Alliance for the Arts in their partnership with the City of Thousand Oaks to support these theaters that I know you all enjoy. The Alliance has done a fantastic job over the last 20 years. Thank you. So our quality of life, I think, is truly unsurpassed. This is one of the premier cities to live in the country, and I just remember, it's not about just the future, it's about the past. We have to honor both, and it's about the next 50 years. So any of you kids in the audience, you have a lot to live up to. We expect you to be good citizens in the next 50 years. Keep this place as well as it has been. And I can tell you, as a member of the City Council and speaking for all my City Council fellow members, we will do our darndest to make sure Thousand Oaks stays a safe place to live, a quality place to live, a place where you can work, where you can play, and where you can raise your families and be safe. So I'd like to thank you all for being here this evening, and I look forward to the rest of the program. And now I would like to introduce to you a gentleman by the name of Stephen Lays. He's the grandson of Alex Fiore. Alex Fiore, as you know, was our mayor for an unprecedented amount of years. So as a great man, he's responsible for a lot of the growth that occurred here in town. And his grandson is here, and he is going to talk to us a little bit about the time capsule. So would you welcome Stephen Lays, please?
Thank you. I'd like to thank Michael, members of the Time Capsule Committee, and everyone here today for really putting together a terrific program. I'm going to read some remarks that I guess were dug up from my grandfather, Alex Fiore, from the 1994 dedication ceremony. So with that, I'll just read his words. I feel very fortunate to be the mayor of Thousand Oaks at such an auspicious time in our city's history. Not only are we celebrating the 30th anniversary of the incorporation of Thousand Oaks as a city, but today we are dedicating a time capsule filled with the documents and artifacts that are reflective of our rich historical heritage and current activities and events. The theme of this time capsule is the roots of our lives, and that theme is particularly significant. It is a project that will be expanded upon through the years with the addition of historical memorabilia at specific times and through the involvement of our future generations. This time capsule represents an opportunity for us to ensure that our city's history is preserved and that the many individuals that have made our city what it is today and in the future are not forgotten. Here we are today in the future that my grandfather imagined, and I can certainly say that it is one that he would be very proud of. At this time, I'd now like the opportunity to introduce the chair, Michael, of the Time Capsule Committee.
I'd like to give you a bit of history of the time capsule and what these capsules mean. In 1994, I was a member of the Public Awareness and Cultural Events, the PACE Committee of the Alliance for the Arts, which planned events and activities centered on the opening of this Civic Arts Plaza. PACE appointed a subcommittee to explore the possibility of creating a time capsule in conjunction with the opening and the 30th anniversary of the city. The Time Capsule Committee was co-chaired by Marge Wilson and Rob O'Neill and included myself among 19 other citizens and many more contributors. The Time Capsule Subcommittee soon became a subcommittee of the City of Thousand Oaks 30th Anniversary Committee. With the assistance and support of the city, we created a time capsule system entitled The Roots of Our Lives, a Living Time Capsule. The time capsule was dedicated and sealed on October 9th, 1994. A unique feature of the time capsule installation is that it actually is 4 separate capsules. At the initial installation, 2 capsules were filled with items collected by committee members. 2 were left empty. One container there to my right on the stage contain materials gathered prior to the dedication in 1994 and will remain sealed until the 100th anniversary of the city in 2064. The other filled container in 1994 was to be opened, intended to be opened at the 50th anniversary of the city this year, and was opened this last summer. Items from this second capsule were removed and have been on display in the city hall, and today you saw them on a table in the lobby. This capsule will be filled today with other items representing life in 2014 and will be opened again at the 75th anniversary of the city in 2039. A third container will also be filled this year, and it will also be sealed until the 100th anniversary. In 2039, the process will continue, we hope. And the final capsule will be filled. All 4 time capsules located here today, these on the stage and the ones out in the lobby, will be returned and sealed in the concrete bench constructed in 1994 near the Carpenter stage in the Tesoro courtyard of the Civic Arts Plaza. The most innovative and unique part of the project, devised in 1994, was the selection of 10-year-old children to serve as guardians of the time capsule, who would ensure that the time capsule, its contents, and significance for the citizens of Thousand Oaks would not be forgotten from generation to generation. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce the woman who conceived this approach to the time capsule and served as the co-chair of the original Time Capsule Committee. In 1994, she repeatedly said that she would not be around in 20 years to see the first opening. But looking far younger than her 93 years, please welcome Marge Wilson.
Thank you very much. Michael, did I say you could tell my age?
You've been telling everybody else.
I know. In 1994, 20 years ago, the initial Time Capsule Committee asked 61 young citizens of Thousand Oaks to be the first guardians of the time capsule. We are honored that the following 1994 guardians or their parents are able to join us this evening and to continue the tradition. I think I should sit down.
Marge Wilson. As I call your names, I would like you to join us on stage, please shaking hands with each of the council members and receiving a coin from the city, and then take your place as directed behind me. I would first like to call Stephen Lace. Rachel Ackerman. Katie Courtney, Christina Ballas, Rebecca Finston, Monica Fletcher, Catherine Fry, Katie Garola, Jason Kaminsky, Kristen Kennan, Tara Lanigan, the parents of Stephanie Ramirez, Justin Shorey, Tanya Strickland, Kelly Taffe, the parents of Drew Berkovitz, the parents of Michelle Margolis, Lindsay Quick, Heather Dillon, the parents of Danny McGee, the parents of Derek Spadaro, Priya Moni, and all the way from San Francisco, he flew in just for this event, Albert Lee. Thank you for attending tonight and for serving your city by being a guardian. Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Time Capsule Committee member and active community leader, Eloise Cohen.
As evidence of the living nature of this time capsule and its connections to the citizens of Thousand Oaks, I invite the following young people who have been nominated and selected as the 2014 Guardians of the Time Capsule to come to the stage. And as you come up and shake hands with the council, deposit the letters you have written predicting the future. Braden Allange.
Sophie Berman.
Jordan Booker.
Kendra Booker.
Caitlin Covell.
Nicholas Ebert.
Alaya Everson.
Austin Faley.
Hayden Given.
Rachel Goldstein.
Samantha Green.
Megan Haig.
Luke Hempel.
Connor Henry.
Maximilian Hoybush.
Connor Laveau.
Jolie Maynor.
Diana Moya.
Roxana Nourishad.
Dallas Pearson.
Anthony Pellegrino.
Aiden Penn.
Yara Raymond.
Cade Raymond.
Ella Schultz.
Christopher Spinelli.
Maddox Springer.
Maya Stafford.
Mason Tarter.
Noah Werner. Congratulations on your selection to be guardians of the living time capsule of Thousand Oaks. In 1994, those guardians behind you took an oath. And so we're going to reinstitute that oath tonight and have you take it. So I'd like the older guardians to stand behind the younger guardians, if you would. And I'd like all my fellow committee members to please stand. Would you please repeat after me? I, and then state your name. As a guardian of the living time capsule. Do promise to execute. My duty to the city of Thousand Oaks. And my fellow guardians. As a link in the living time capsule chain. And will do my best. To return to the next rededication. Of the living time capsule. In the year 2039. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014 Guardians of the Time Capsule. I ask everyone to remain on stage. We have certificates for everyone, and for the younger Time Capsule members, there's a goodie bag for you as well from the city. As chair of the Time Capsule Committee, I would like to thank my fellow citizen committee members for their diligent work in gathering items for the capsules and helping to plan this program. I would like to thank all those individuals and organizations throughout the city of Thousand Oaks for their contribution of artifacts to be included in the capsules. Our thanks also to the city's 50th Anniversary Committee for planning this evening, and to the City Manager's Office, and especially Sherry Cooper for all her efforts. And now it's my pleasure to welcome back to the podium Mayor Pro Tem Adam.
So anyway, I'd like to thank everyone for attending, and we'd like the Guardians to stay on stage for some photos. And again, thank you all very much, and thanks for having your kids up here with us. Here's the future of Thousand Oaks, right here.